Hi there, welcome to my channel, Stretching and Strengthening with Naama. Today I'm gonna do a little bit of a gentle workout using hand weights, and it's good for everyone, but definitely for people with osteopenia or osteoporosis. If you want to increase bone density, then working with weights is very beneficial. I'm going to use, to start with, I'm going to do it using a chair seated, and I'm going to do some exercises for the arms. And then I will show you what you can add as well if you have this Swiss ball, which is also called, it's called fit ball, gym ball, physio ball, but really it is a Swiss ball. So let's start. I'll put for us some music in the background, and let's begin. So first thing first, I'm gonna bring my chair, and I'm using a chair a lot in my videos, and I always explain how to sit on a chair when you are exercising. It's very important that you will not sit like you normally sit. Yeah. So I'm going to show it from the side, and then I will sit obviously on the front, and you will understand what I mean. So when we sit to exercise, you really kind of like look at the surface of the chair to sit and kind of mark just less than half of it for your bum cheeks. So if it is me, I'm here. So that means that half of the chair, at least, is not seated. And the most important bit is because when we do sit, and we do sit a lot in our day, our tailbone is always underneath us. And it makes us round, which is definitely not something that if you suffer from osteoporosis, you most definitely want to avoid these pattern of movement that encourage hunching. Definitely want to avoid that, because it's created a very, very how can we say, weakness in that area, in the mid back. I mean, the whole back is important, but the mid back is very important to avoid that. So I appreciate that you can't do it all day, and it's much nicer to sit like that all day. I appreciate that. But when you exercise, that's the time to really work not to look like that. So if you have a mirror in front of you, check it out. I prefer you didn't do any exercises ever, then really better to do no exercises ever, or to do the exercise with correct alignment. That's fine. If you work in incorrect alignment, it's not beneficial at all. A lot of people work with incorrect alignment, and all you do is strengthening the muscles that keeps you in incorrect alignment. So if you have the tendency to slouch, and now you work with weights and do whatever like this, all you do is the muscles that keep you like that getting stronger in keeping you like that. So I prefer you didn't do anything. Anyway, let's continue. So from here, what is the next thing? Is to take the pelvis out. So always do a few of these, so your body will know. This is hunching, this is upright. And you will have to understand that the lower back and the upper back, basically they're reacting. So as you take it under, that's the hunch. As this is out, that's the lift. So they work together, and you definitely want them to be together. Arch in here, and chest is open and lifted. It's hard to exercise like that. So if you do even just a few, like, 4 or 5, it's better to do it correctly than 100 incorrectly. Right, let's start. So I'll put for us some music, and let's begin. Let's see. Okay. So now, what weights to use? I would say that when you try to work on bone density, for a man is really minimum 2 kilos. When I say minimum, don't go to 100, yeah? Depending on how much weight you're used to, but I would say 2 to 5 is more than enough for a strong man. Usually 2 are just enough. For a woman though, I would say 1.5. If you can buy weights, 1.5. They're not easily found, but 1.5, that would be great. Because if you stay on 1, you can just hold 2 bags of flour, you know? That's 1 kilo, so you don't have to buy weights. Right, let's start. So, this is a bit loud for me. Hopefully you can hear the music a little bit in the background. I will adjust it a little bit, but more important that you will hear my instructions. So, I sit in the front edge of the chair, my bum is out, i.e. with an arch, my chest is lifted, my feet are in front of me, they are not here. In front of me, and lift. Okay, and from here, stomach is in, but not hunching. It's the lower tummy to support your back. And let's go from here. Okay, we start from here, and we go. Now, you continue doing that while I come closer to the camera to explain you something extremely important of how to hold the weights, whatever weight they are, okay? You continue, very small. It's very important to hold the weights like that, so your back of your hand and your forearm are flush, i.e. one line, not like this. This is, I call it, to break the wrist line. Curl them towards you and make sure that they are like that. And if you want to work harder, you also lightly squeeze the weight, and then it's activating this muscle even more. Right. So we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here we lift. That's going to be quite challenging to sit with upright position. So if it's too much, you just do 4 to 6. I'm going to do 10. We have 1. Come back to the 90 degrees, yeah? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you still have any strength in you, bring this to close and open. And still don't hunch. Stomach is in to support your back. And we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you can have a little rest. So, when you rest, always roll your shoulders and give it a shake. And now I move to a different completely all together. So I'm just going to show you will have your chair. You will put one knee on the chair in the middle. The other hand will be like that. The idea is, yes, to put weight on that arm so it will take your weight, and but make sure it's not bent, it's straight. And what's going on with our back? If I left you to it, you would look like this. I can assure you. So you check what's going on in here. Do I have an arch? Oh no, I don't. So how am I going to achieve an arch? I'm turning my pelvis out. Now I have an arch. But I have to support this arch by taking my stomach in, and make sure that by taking my tummy in, I didn't turn to look like this. Because that's what's going to happen. So we need to control that it's the lower tummy goes in, as if you're wearing a corset. And yeah? Right, let's begin. I take the weight and we start. So I'm here, my bum is out. I call this bum out, stomach in, and we don't let the head flop. If you find that through this exercise you see your thighs, then there is a problem. We don't exercise like that. Your head is part of your spine. Don't let it flop. It belongs to you, and make sure that it looks like it belongs to you. Okay, we go. Up and up. The leg that is on the floor, be my guest to bend it slightly to work it a bit harder. And we go. And you aiming to take the elbow as back as you can. We have 3, 2, and 1. Now I keep it back. My upper arm is not going to move, but my lower arm, forearm, will go back and back. You're going to feel it, yeah? So, I'm not going to do too many in here. We go 4, 3, 2, and 1. When I say 4, 3, 2, and 1, it's because I've done 4 or 5 before. So don't just do just 4, do 10, yeah? And after that, it's enough to do only 6 because you're gonna be tired. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Relax everything. Ideally, you will feel, in terms of the muscle we worked, is the back of this arm, and hopefully you felt it. Now, you come down, and you're gonna, especially if you want to protect your back, you take the lower tummy, yeah? Now I'm taking my bum under, and then I lift. However, if you have a very bad osteoporosis, you want to avoid anything that it's a hunch, and from here you will just have to lift like that. Anyway, let's continue. We're going to the other side, okay? So I've changed my position so you can see me from the side. Knee, hand, bum out. So I'm going to go over again. Out, lower tummy is in. Here we go. The leg I stand on, if I want to work a little bit harder, I bend it slightly. We go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, keep it there, forearm, back. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now only 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you rest. If you do it all in one, like I just did, you're gonna feel it. And always give yourself a little massage in here and relax. Okay. I release videos every week according to requirements from my clients. If you have any idea for something specific that you want, please let me know. And yeah, and get cracking with the weights. So, and if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, so make sure you subscribe so you can get notification of when I release new videos. Right, take care.